This call is being...
And of course, we know very well now the person we'll be talking about in a little bit, Dr. Breakthrough as well, and Pastor Kenny. Pastor Kenny, who has more than 28 years of experience. And of course, he is more than a seven-figures earner. He's been given a mandate to reach out to all of us and help us, teach us, train us how to be seven-figures earner, six-figures earner, so we can all be free. Everyone, without any further ado, let's make welcome now to the phones Pastor Kenny Smith, otherwise known as Coach 100K. Good morning and welcome.
Well, good morning. Good morning, Shark. How are you?
Shark, and blessed. Thank you, sir.
Amen. Thanks for getting our call started. Amen. Well, praise God. This is Coach 100K helping you make six figures in this industry, guys. I'm so excited. I'm going to briefly share and then get out of the way because I want Dr. Breakthrough to be able to get through these points here that I know we had to kind of rush through them yesterday, but I want to give them a little more time today. But, guys, listen. I was thinking about one of the attributes of success that I had forgotten about, and it's so important. Nobody talks about it, really. And when you're in the industry of what we call relationship marketing, one thing to remember is you have to understand this is an uncommon industry, totally uncommon. People understand trading hours for dollars, but they don't understand how to have leveraged income. And so to do that, you have to learn, watch this now, how to master the mundane. Many people quit way too early because of the mundane task of leadership, mentorship, learning something that they don't know. And they be like, man, I heard that before, and wow, give me something new. But what if it took a couple of years of you hearing the exact same thing over and over again to become a master at it? I'm telling you, it reminds me of the movie The Karate Kid, when he was just painting the fence and all of it. He really couldn't figure out. He's like, man, what are we doing? This has nothing to do with what I want to do. I want to be a six-figure earner. I want to be a top performer. But the teacher knew that he had to master the stroke. He had to master, and a lot of times people, they said, man, I done heard this, I done heard that. I am not, you know what? I'm not even going to get on the call today. I'm not even on the call because all they're going to talk about is the same thing over and over again. And even though we don't talk about the same thing over and over again, mentorship happens to be a lot of saying it again. Faith comes by hearing it over and over again. Your parents taught you by saying it over and over again. Everything you've learned that you know today, you learned it by doing it over again. And that's the 10,000 hours that many people just refuse to put in because they say, man, I quit. So they go back to what they're used to, something easier, something that doesn't pay as well, has less risk involved, and they end up being live an average life. I wish you to be a top performer, guys, by mastering the mundane. Being able to stay in there long enough to do it. Here's how you know you got it, when it's working. Okay? If it's not working, hear it again, and you'll be a top performer. Guys, listen, I'm going to get out of the way right now and bring in our international global trainer, guys. Get right into the thick of this so we can learn how to be the best at building a big team fast. And that's our international global trainer, Dr. Breakthrough. It's breakthrough time. Shark.
Well, Shark, Coach 100K, and the different leaders on this Uplift call. Remember, Uplift, we uplift ourselves, uplift each other, and together we uplift the world. And now this movement that of uplifting people, and part of that is uplifting them in their health, and obviously their wealth, and as I like to say, and their wisdom. Well, this morning, with great delight, I'm going to have you hear from Dr. Bethtina Williams. Now, Dr. Bethtina Williams is a superstar. I mean, the first time I ever met her, I was speaking at a preaching at Fruit of the Conference Spirit conference, and Fruit of the Conference Spirit, Fruit of the Spirit conference. And Nadia and I were there, and we heard about this lady that they called the prayer woman. I was like, wow, okay. And so we met. It was none other than Dr. Bethtina Williams, who obviously is also married to Dr. Stanley Williams, which I'm going to have Dr. Stanley Williams speak this Friday. He's the one that's written all the commentaries and been teaching about spirit-led leadership. Well, he shared something with me the other day that I just, in prayer time, it just hit me that would be a phenomenal leadership discussion for this coming Friday. So get ready for that. But Dr. Bethtina Williams, she's the founder of Empowering Lives International, and she's also the co-founder, along with her husband, of Empowering People International Church. She's co-founded Lighthouse of Faith Church, where she served as the co-pastor and senior executive minister for over 20 years. Dr. Williams is a published author of the book entitled Women of Character and Destiny, which is distributed worldwide. And also, she's a gospel recording artist, a corporate execs and CEOs, Hall of Fame, professional athletes, best-selling authors, and so forth. My friend, she had all of them on her radio host, leading entrepreneurs, and so many more. She's a professional certified executive life coach and empowerment specialist, internationally recognized general in prayer, anointed psalmist, certified chaplain, and ambassador at large to the United Nations, and a humanitarian, by the way, who has traveled nationally and internationally for over 37 years, fulfilling her passion of ministering to women and men alike, helping them to break through every limitation and barrier. She wants them to maximize their potential and fulfill their destiny. So she's happily married to her husband, Apostle Dr. Stanley Williams Sr., for over 34 years, and together they have three handsome and powerful sons, Stanley, the second, Jonathan, and Joshua. And, of course, it's always amazing. You know, last month when I preached for Dr. Stan, Dr. Stan was preaching for Dr. Stan, and his son Stan was there. And I've got a Jonathan, and I mean, we have a Jonathan and a Joshua. And so it's just incredible. So my beautiful wife, Nadia, I always refer to her as my ABCD, adorable brown caramel delight, which, by the way, she's beautiful on the inside and the outside. But, you know, we say we're a covenant couple, building covenant relationships based on a covenant of promise. And we aspire to inspire breakthroughs even after we have expired. And so when we met the Williams family many years ago, they obviously had that same vein, that same thought. As a matter of fact, when I preached for Apostle Barry Burrell and his wife Dory in Houston, it came to me that this is a power couple, a power family. Well, the Williams, they're another power couple and power family. And you're going to hear her with great delight. So Dr. Bethtina Williams, I want you to bless the people as you do. And amazing, she's reached global ambassador literally in record time, and soon to be crown ambassador, which is, by the way, the very, very top of the company. She knows what she's talking about. She loves, listen now, loves people, loves empowering people. And so you're going to hear with great delight. Dr. Bethtina Williams, do what you do best and bless the people of God.
Wonderful. Thank you, Dr. Stan. It's a pleasure to be here with you this morning, bright and early, praising God for blessing us to see this awesome new breakthrough day. So I am so glad to be on with you all today. I thank God for the opportunity. And so today I just want to share my heart with you. And as Dr. Stan just shared with you, I was blessed. I was very blessed to rise to the occasion and be promoted in this phenomenal company in record-breaking time, not only because I just wanted to make ranks and positions, but because I care about people. I care about people. I love people. And that's something that God has birthed in my heart over the years is just a love for people. From the earliest time I remember, from just a young girl, a youth, I was out there, going out throughout the city, throughout the community where I lived in Texas, just sharing Christ with people, sharing the love of God with people, my classmates in school, and so forth and so on. So I've had this love and this care for people as long as I can remember. And with this phenomenal opportunity, this phenomenal company that I was introduced to through Dr. Stan Harris, my brother, I would say, and my dear sister, Liddy Flom, I saw something and I became acquainted with something that I've experienced, and I know it works. And I looked at the nutritional products and the things that are provided through this company called Shop Free Mart, founded by John Austin. I looked at these products, these nutritional products, and I've used them. I have them. I purchased them personally. And as I use them on a daily basis, I'm experiencing the results personally in my own body. My family is using these phenomenal products. And so with that being said, one of the motivating factors in my life and in my heart is when I find something that actually works, that actually produces real, measurable, tangible results, I can't keep that to myself. I have an obligation and I have a commitment. I'm committed to sharing it with other people, because all around me, I see people who are battling with their health. I have friends and people that I know, men and women of God, that are battling with cancer, battling with obesity, battling with kidney disease, battling with heart disease, battling with diabetes, battling with all kinds of issues in their tissues and in their bodies. And so how can I look around and see people that I care about and love battling, and I have something? I've been given something that can change their lives and change their situation for the better, and how dare myself to keep it to myself? I can't do that with a clear conscience. And so that's what motivates me to go beyond my comfort zone and to go every day, to go forth and to launch out into the deep and begin to share these phenomenal, life-changing products with other people that I know and I love and care about, because I want to see people live a victorious life. I want to see people live the blessed life, their best life, and be in optimal health. One of the things that I share with people, and that is this: you can have a great purpose and a great destiny. Jeremiah 29:11 says, I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says God, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. But you can have a great purpose. You can have a future. You can have a great destiny and not have the health to accompany it, and not have the good health to get you there, because your body is your earth suit. Your body is your vehicle in this earth realm. And it's so sad to see people who are powerful, who are influential, who have the goods, and not be able to deliver it because their health is at risk. Their health is being challenged. Their health is failing. So it's a conviction for me to share Shop Free Mart. It's a conviction for me to share the hydration drop. It's a conviction for me to share the pure silver concentrate. It's a conviction for me to share the pure dine. It's a conviction for me to share all of these phenomenal products, the Sugar D, that is helping so many people that have battled diabetes for decades, to go to their doctor and the doctors are telling them, I don't know what you're doing, but keep on doing it because it's working. That's a conviction. And one of the things that I believe, I wholeheartedly believe in, and that is we have to care about people. And then not only that, we have to be a transgenerational thinker. I share these products not only with other people, but with my own sons, our own family. Why? Because I'm a transgenerational thinker. I'm a person that believes if the young people can obtain their best health, then that's going to give them a head start. That's going to give them a head start to be able to apprehend that which they've been apprehended for. Let me make that plain. That's going to give them an upper hand and a head start for living a victorious life. So everything I do it because I'm purpose-driven and I'm people-minded and I care. And that's what God birthed in my heart and my spirit. I was able to make ambassador in about a week, 7 or 8 days, because I just began to share. I started with one person. Then I started with everybody around me, my family. Then I began to reach out to my friends. I began to reach out to my greater family members and whatnot. And it just one person at a time, just changing and impacting the world around me, one person at a time. And that's the kind of influence we have, just one person at a time. I'm not even thinking in terms of stopping, or as my brother Tigrell says, don't let the start stop you. I'm looking at how much further I can go. Now I'm looking at launching into the deep. I am reaching and casting my nets, my lines out globally now, because there are no restrictions. There are no limitations. The only reason why we find ourselves restricted is because of self-imposed restrictions, self-imposed fears. Don't let anything stop you from being a blessing to others. Even as Genesis chapter 12 and verse 3, the Bible lets us know how God told Abraham, I am blessing you to be a blessing to the nations. I am blessing you so that all of the nations of the earth can be blessed through you. Shop Free Mart is in over 120 countries around the world. And we've been given something so phenomenal until it's free to subscribe. I used to dream about that. I used to say it to my husband. I said, if there was ever a company that would be launched where any and everybody could come on board at no cost, how powerful that would be. I used to dream about that. I used to talk about it because when I used to work or be a part of other companies and I would see their methods and their tactics that were so disappointing and how they lacked integrity. And it was so disappointing to me. I said, if anybody ever launches a company where anybody can join free at no cost, I said that's going to be a powerful, powerful corporation and institution. And here we have this opportunity called Shop Free Mart by a man of faith, a man of God, a man of conviction, a man of integrity named John Austin, who God gave a vision. God gave a dream and said, this is not about greed. This is about healing people. This is about healing the nations. And so God gave him this vision and told him to make the products, make them concentrated and make them pure. People pay top dollar. People go out of the country for these type of products, pay top dollar. And he's made them available at a very affordable rate for everybody. And that is a blessing. One of the reasons why I share it so enthusiastically, with faith, with confidence, and with a clear conscience and integrity of heart is because I know the integrity of the man and the heart of the man, the vision of the man that founded the company. And so when you're in alignment with such a vision, when you're in alignment with something that is so godly and kingdom oriented, how can we not read it and run with the vision? This has been a tremendous blessing, and I will encourage all of us to think beyond ourselves, reach beyond ourselves, go where we've never gone before, like I'm doing. I'm doing something. I came to this point with another company, and because they saw my reach, they saw how effective I would be, they pulled the legs from under me intentionally. And that really discouraged me. And I said I would never, ever, 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 ever be a part of any type of multi-level marketing business ever again because of that. Until now, because God showed me this business was birth of him, and this business has integrity. And I became an active member of Shop Free Mart. I'm not a casual bystanding observer. I'm not a conscientious objector. I'm not somebody that is hoping and wishing that it works. No, it's working because I'm working it. I'm not looking at it with skepticism, saying, oh, I'm wondering when it will fail or how long it would take for it to work. I'm wondering to see, how will others do before I throw my hat in the ring and get busy. No, I'm motivated. I'm self-motivated, and I'm motivated to move with what I know is working. Why? Because I tested and tried it for myself, and I am experiencing the rewards. I'm experiencing the benefits. I will say this. With the hydration drops alone, my health is better. I sleep better at night. My body is hydrated. I'm restored to strength and stamina. My skin is so soft. I tell all, especially the women, if you want your skin restored, my complexion is so clear. I looked in the mirror this weekend. I looked in the mirror yesterday morning, and I see my skin, my complexion is so clear because my body, my cells are hydrated, and you can see the benefits. I'm experiencing the benefits, and I'm sharing it with others, with doctors and pastors. In fact, one of the greatest blessings that I've experienced is when my pastor and his wife called me, and he told me, he said, I want those hydration drops. And he said, I'm getting ready to go preach. I'm getting ready to go minister, and I want those hydration drops. Can you order them for me? And I said, yes, sir. And he said, okay, I'm going to give you all my information, and I want you to order them. He gave me his credit card information. He gave me his home address, and he said, I want you to order those for me. That was a blessing because people are reaching out to me. My pastors reached out to me. That was such an honor for me. And his wife called me and said, look, I just want you to tell me how to get started because I have a whole lot of people I need to share this with. I've been watching you. There are people that are watching us, people. There are people that are watching. And she said, I've been watching you. I've been reading what you've been sharing and putting out. And she said, I want you to just tell me how to get started. So his wife subscribed. Their daughter subscribed. We have more and more people that are just reaching out. I had somebody reach out to me just before this call. People are reaching back to me, reaching out to me, and they're saying, I want to be a part of this. How phenomenal is that or what? I want to encourage you. Reach, keep reaching, and don't stop reaching. And watch others start reaching back to you. Dr. Stan, I appreciate this opportunity to share with all of our friends, all of our brothers and sisters this morning. And I just want to encourage everybody, have faith. Have faith because God believes in you and has faith in you. And we've been born in this generation for such a time as this. It's an awesome blessing. It's a privilege to be a part of Shop Free Mart because God knew he ordained this day from the foundation of the world. Let's make a difference and let's make a mark that cannot be erased. Back to you, Dr. Stan.
Wow. Wow. Dr. Bethtina, now wait. You've got to, you have such passion when you speak.
Yes, sir.
I was jokingly texting Lady T, who's married to Bishop McLeod. I was like, I got every product they sell. I'm about to order some more.
Yes, I do too. I have every product.
But just elaborate just a few moments. First of all, you and Liddy do a special ladies call every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Evening. So give them that information, but then start giving some testimonials. Just take extra 5 minutes or 4 minutes we got. But each one. I know your sons, your husband. You've all have incredible results. And then Brother Stanley Warren. Oh my goodness, you were telling me about him. So just real quick, take about 4 minutes to do that.
Yes, I'll begin by just sharing with you the Women's Empowerment Call that Liddy Flown, my sister, who I love with all my heart, she's phenomenal. She's a certified professional in health and wellness. She has 3 major certifications and has worked in her field and whatnot for over 37 years, almost 40 years of experience. And I'm telling you, she downloads so much insight and knowledge, and she's pouring in to us as women, and I'm assisting her with hosting that call every Tuesday evening at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that call-in number is 781-448-0092. Again, area code 781-448-0092. This particular call, Empowering the Women, is designed around their health, wellness, and wealth. And so we are having so many women call in from across the country. I have sisters in Christ, friends, and many people that are calling in and that are getting back with me and getting on the products. And other women are saying, I'm going to be sharing this with my women's group and whatnot. So it's exciting. It's exciting because we care. Women are influential. We're influential in our homes, influential in our churches, influential and powerful instruments in our communities. We make a difference. Our voices and our presence make a difference. So when we are doing well, when we're healthy, then everybody around us is being positively impacted by our lives, our presence, and our influence. And so we want to encourage everybody, get on the call and spread the word with us for Lydia and myself regarding our Women's Empowerment Call. And then also it's every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. And we're also on GMAP, GMAP1.com, GMAP1.com radio every Tuesday. God opened Pastor Kevin's heart, and he approached us, and he said, I want you all on every Tuesday. So we're on the call at 781-448-0092, and we're on GMAP1.com radio as well. So we'll be putting that information out as the day goes on today. And for my family, my husband, oh my God, he said, I have lost this weight that he needed to lose because his doctor told him, you need to lose a few pounds because you're borderline diabetic. And he has lost that weight, no diabetes. He declares, and we decree and declare he'll never, ever, ever, ever have it. Our sons are using the product. And a few weeks ago, my oldest son, Stan the man, he came to me and he said, Mom, look. He said, look at my abs. He said, I'm going back to my size, the size I was when I was in high school. My abs and my waistline are going back down, taking these hydration drops. Our son, John, taking the hydration drops, using the pure silver. They had, in fact, 2 days ago, both our sons were catching a cold. And when I took that pure silver, I said, hey, come on and take some. And they took some of that pure silver. They're doing great, nipped it in the bud, and no colds nowhere. These products are effective. We are using them for our families. We're using them for ourselves, and we are seeing a difference. They're making a difference because they're real. It's not a gimmick. It's not a wishful thing. It's not wishful thinking. It's not some mental assent where we're just trying to, mentally manufacture stuff and say it works when it doesn't. No, these products are working for us, and they're working for everybody we know. So we encourage you all, get on it, stay on it, and pass it on to everybody you know and love. Back to you, Dr. Stan. Thank you for the opportunity.
Just 30 seconds. Talk about your friend, Mr. Warren.
Oh, absolutely. On January 4th, a very dear friend and brother of mine, our families grew up together. They were next door neighbors to us. Both of their parents have gone on to be with the Lord. Stan, his sisters contacted me, and this is a present day, modern day Lazarus situation. Except he's not Lazarus. He's not going anywhere. His sister called me and said, "Beth, can you pray for Stan? He's been diagnosed with cancer." And he was diagnosed with cancer on January 4th, stage 4. And we started praying. And one of my prayers was, I know that there's a way to naturally cure cancer. And we have faith. God started moving and working in his body supernaturally. But I said, Lord, show us somebody that has knowledge of what to do naturally regarding cancer. And Dr. Stan came to Atlanta, reached out to my husband and I and said, I'm here. I'd love to see you guys. And we changed our schedule, moved everything out of the way, and we went and spent time that evening with our brother and were introduced to Liddy Sloan. My God, what can I say about Liddy? She's a powerful woman. She's a powerful powerhouse. And to make a long story short, I got to know Liddy, and I said, this is what I've been looking for. This is what I was praying for. I introduced Liddy to Stan, my brother, who had the cancer, and I won't say had the cancer because he's overcoming in victory. And we introduced him to the hydration drops. He's been doing his due diligence and faith and prayer and decreeing he will live and not die and declare the works of the Lord. And he's been using hydration drops, and he's getting the rest of the products, and he's been eating right, carrying out his responsibility. His cancer count was about 4,600 and something. It began to go down. His sister Bridget would keep me abreast of it. I would talk to him every day, every other day, and whatnot. And the latest count that he told me just a few days ago was in the 100. It was in the 100 range. The cancer that was in his colon, the tumor is gone. The other spots are leaving his body. They're dissolving. The cancer is leaving his body. It's come down for full-blown stage 4 cancer to only 100 points. God is an awesome God. Shop Free Mart is delivering the goods because it's birthed by the breath of God and the Spirit of God. And there are people that are living, that are breathing, that are moving, and that have the activity of their limbs and are still living this life because God spoke to a man named John. I want to turn it back over to you, Dr. Stan.
Girl, you bad to the bone. You just let God just show off through you. I love it. I love it. And folks, this is what we're here to produce. See, I used to marvel. I used to marvel at the men and women who are used of God. Now I only marvel at the God who uses men and women. He just needs yielded vessels. What you just heard, what you just experienced, because you didn't just hear it, you experienced it, was God flowing through a surrendered vessel. God flowing through a yielded vessel. And every last one of you. We first of all, we broke all the company records. Our team is breaking all the Breakthrough Bible Dream Team, breaking every company record. But here's why. Because we have an unfair advantage as Christians, kingdom people, that we haven't been using. And now it's time to allow what God wants to do it through us. So the question is simple. Are you willing to submit? Are you willing to yield? Are you willing to allow God to put his strength through you over your excuses, over your so-called imposed limitations? So I know we're over. So if you got to go, just go ahead and go. The ball game goes over. You don't fuss. You don't. I mean, and I know some of you at work, and so that no problem. We understand. And Pastor Kenny, I'm gonna start quitting at that 30 mark, but I ain't doing it today because we got to hear Dr. Sonia Ham. I want you just to come quickly. God's doing something special in this field with women. So just mention, Dr. Ham, your network, and we're going to be hearing from her. Oh my goodness, I heard a recording her last night. Is off the hook, but just mention about the magazine, the idea that you gave to me last night, and what you want to do with men for Father's Day. Just take 1 minute and do that, and then we've got to close out with Ty Grael.
All right, great. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, champ.
Okay, you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, good morning. Oh my goodness, I was just sitting here, enjoying all of the information, the great testimony. And I just want to start by saying, Dr. Stan, I joined on the 17th of April last Wednesday, and it was late that night. And I was so surprised when I got home from my resurrection weekend and checked my mailbox, my order was already here. So I was like super excited on yesterday and started taking my hydration drops last night and woke up this morning and I have a breakout on my face. And I couldn't, just was taking its time in healing and dissolving. I promise you, I took those hydration drops after we got off the phone yesterday, woke up this morning, and that spot on my face is healed. The skin is soft. And so, look, I am 100% sold. I'm making calls all day today and getting people set up for this. And so, real quickly, we are the editor-in-chief for High Definition Lifestyle magazine, and we are doing a special edition for Father's Day. And for that edition, we want to highlight the stories of fathers. So the title is The Fabric of a Father, Honoring 100 Game-Changing Fathers. So there are 3 ways that you can get your special man or the special men in your life in the magazine, and you can reach out to me at 404-660-1222, and we can discuss that and get your email address, and I can send everyone a package, just explaining it. But what our goal is, we want to be able to distribute this magazine to at-risk youth all across the country. And so we appreciate everybody's help in making that happen. And what will happen is, as we highlight the stories of these fathers, these men, our prayer is that as it goes into these neighborhoods, these organizations that work with at-risk young men, that it will give them inspiration, motivation, and ultimately transformation. And that is our goal, that as they read these stories, that they will be inspired, that they will know that regardless of what life has dealt them, that there is another chance, as they read stories of men who have had a second chance, or men who have come through obstacles and got up again. And so that's the magazine in a gist. You can go to highdefinitionmagazine.com and read more information there. You can also put your information in there as well, and I can get it that way. So again, that's highdefinitionmagazine.com. You can go there and leave your information. Thank you, Dr. Stan.
Wow. But wait a minute. Now, you gave me an idea. You mentioned that we can get some folks together and have a special edition just highlighting some folks with the company.
Absolutely.
Folks, I don't know if y'all understand the power of that. And this woman travels around throwing powerful conferences. I watched a powerful television show with her, with Damon Davis, on 1-to-1 on her website. But Doc, thank you very much, and we're going to have you do some different things. But I just wanted to just briefly, just had to tie that in, and so thank you very much. And so Ty, we way over, but man, just close out just real quick, just that one woman, man, because one woman, and I know I tell you what, Liddy's out there beaming. They call her Doctor at Night now. She's the one that just God used to help start all this. And bought my 21-day breakthrough challenge. It changed her life, and she got a hold of the owner and said, "You've got to get Dr. Breakthrough up in here." And after 37 of her team members got their lives changed by the 21-day challenge, Mr. Austin gave me a call. So let's see here. So Ty Rael, I know there's so much you could say, but just give us that, if just one woman, and we'll close out with that, Pastor Kenny. I know I'm way over, but I believe this is worth it. So Ty, just hit star. Okay, I see you now. Okay. All right, here you go. You're unmuted now, sir.
Well, thanks, Dr. Stan. Thanks, Dr.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let me set you up right. Poet laureate, global ambassador, the guy who didn't want to do anything in his first day made like double or triple diamond. 8 days later, ambassador, and 30 days global, and now he's hitting for crown. Incredible. We got to find more people like this that say they're not going to do any of this anymore. But tell us about the one woman, man.
Yeah, I heard Dr. Beth say the same thing. Bless her heart, and bless all the women. Bless Liddy. Bless you, Dr. Sonia. The power of one woman being kind can turn this whole thing around. If one woman made up her mind, to everyone she meets, be kind and fix her heart on that which is true. If one woman would be so bold as to embrace the gospel and hold, just think what a million women could do. If one woman changed her thought each time that tempter brought some selfish scheme that would her neighbor undo, if she thought for just a minute, just where is the kindness in it, just think what a million thoughts like that could do. If Sarah could wait all those years and God dried her barren tears, and the widow Naomi, her tears dried too. If Boaz could depend on Ruth to faithfully tell him the truth, just think what a million Ruths could do. If Esther could find good reason to stay patient throughout her season, and Bathsheba is how Solomon came through. If Deborah, the prophetess judge, could face her enemies and not budge, just think what a million Deborahs could do. If cousins Elizabeth and Mary could each miraculously carry both John and Savior Jesus too, if Martha's belief in what Jesus said raised Lazarus from his deathbed, just think what a million Marthas could do. If one woman would make up her mind, if one woman would take a second when her needy neighbor beckoned and followed literally Moses' 10th command, with spirits filled and nourished, our neighborhoods would flourish. How quickly peace would spread throughout this land. If one woman, just one woman, made up her mind to no matter what, be kind no matter what others might put her through, the strength of that one woman's resolve would all our problems solve. And just think what a million women like that can do. And we see it in Liddy, we see it in Dr. Beth, and we see it in Dr. Sonia.